Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and hi. In this lecture video, we want to look at the northwest corner method. Recall that from the previous lecture video, the northwest corner method is one of the methods that we can use in order to find the initial basic feasible solution. There are two other methods that will be discussed in this course, but in this video, we particularly want to focus on the northwest corner method. Basically, there are 3 steps that you have to perform in order to use the northwest corner method. I will demonstrate these 3 steps through 2 examples. Let us consider the first example, which is example 4.1. In this example, the question wants you to obtain the initial basic feasible solution for the following transportation problem. Okay, note that when you are given a transportation problem, the data given to you usually will be in a form of a table or tableau as what you have in this example. And the informations that you will have in the table are the destination where the goods will be sent to. In this case, we have 3 different destinations, which are R1, R2, and R3. You will also have information about the sources, which means that the source where the goods come from. And in this case, we have 4 different sources: source 1, source 2, source 3, and source 4. You will also have the supply information, where the values that you have here are the values for the number of units of the goods that will be that is supplied from the sources. And we also have information about the demand, where in this particular row you have the values representing the number of goods demanded by the destinations. So let us now see how you can use the northwest corner method in order to find the initial basic feasible solution. So this is the table that you have. First of all, you need to check the total demand. You need to check. First of all, you check whether the total demand, or I just highlight it here. Okay. First, you find the total of these values: 7 plus 9 plus 18. 16 plus 18 is 34. Okay. So we have here the total is 34. And then you need to find the total of these values, where 5 plus 8 is 13, 13 plus 7 is 20, 20 plus 14 is also 34. Okay. So we have here the total supply is equals to total demand. Okay. So total supply equals to total demand. Therefore, we have a balanced transportation problem. Okay. If you don't have balanced transportation problem, you cannot simply proceed with the northwest corner method. You have to do something. But for unbalanced transportation problem, we will discuss that particular case in other lecture video. Okay. So now we do have total supply equals to total demand. Then we can proceed with the northwest corner method. So what you will have to do in northwest corner method, you will choose the cell at the northwest corner. Okay. Atau dalam bahasa Melayunya dekat penjuru barat laut. Okay. So where this is the cell. Okay, this one. Because this cell located at the northwest corner. Okay. So what you have to do then is you need to look at the values of the demand for because we are referring to the northwest corner where the value is 2 just now. Okay, I repeat this one because we are considering this cell, therefore you have to look the demand value for this column and the supply value for this row. Okay, so 5 and 7, which one is less? We have 5 is less than 7, therefore we will consider 5. Okay, so you will have here, sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh my. So we will consider 5. Okay. So since we take the maximum from the value of, because here what's left will be 0 and here what's left will be 2. Because 7 minus 5 is 2, 5 minus 5 is 0. So because here you have this value is 0, then we will cancel out the first row. So what we will do here, cancel out this. Okay. And then what you have to do next is you have to move to, we will go to the, sorry, I will show. We will go from the northwest corner. Okay, so remember, now you have, because we already cancelled out the first row, the remaining cells, which are this one, okay, the remaining cells, which are this one, okay. So from these 9 cells, 3 times 3 is 9. So from these 9 cells, the northwest corner is this one. This one, right? So we will consider this cell now. Okay. So just now we already have the balance here is, here we have 2. Therefore, we have balance 2, and here we have 8. So 2 and 8, 2 is less than 8, therefore we will consider 2. So here we will have, sorry, two. Okay. So 5 plus 2 is, sorry. So when we consider 2, then that's mean here we have 2 minus 2 is 0, and then 8 minus 2 is 6. So now we have here is 0, therefore we will cancel out the first column. Cancel out the column. So the remaining cell now, okay, the remaining cell now is these 6 cells. So among these 6 cells, this is the northwest corner. Okay, so we will now consider this cell. So if you look at the value of the okay, remember we are considering this cell, and the value for the demand is 9, and then value for the supply is 6. So 6 is less than 9, so we have to consider 6. Okay. So here we have 6. And then what you have to do next, 6 minus 6 is 0, and then 9 minus 6 is 3. Okay. Now you have here, this is 0, so we will cancel out the second row. So cancel out the second row. Okay, next. We have the remaining cells are only these 4. Okay. So among these 4, this one is the northwest. This value is located at the northwest corner. So we will choose for this cell as our northwest corner. And you have to refer to this value and this value, 3 and 7. 3 is less than 7, so we will allocate 3 here. 3. So 3 minus 3 is 0. 7 minus 3 is 4. So what's next? Okay, here we have, this is 0. So we will cancel out the second column. So the remaining cells are this one. Okay, we will choose the above one because that is located at the northwest. Okay. So we will allocate a value based on these two values. Based on these two values, 4 and 18. 4 and 18, 4 is less than 18. Therefore, we will allocate 4. So 4 here. So 4 minus 4 is 0. 18 minus 4 is 14. And because here we have 0, so we will eliminate the third row. Okay. So the remaining value for the demand here, we still have 14 and 14, so you have to allocate 14 in the final cell that is not cancelled out. So therefore we will have here 14. So to check whether you have locate the correct values, if you see here, we have 5 plus 2 is 7. 6 plus 3 is 9. 4 plus 14 is 18. And if you look at the rows, you will have 5 here equals to 5. 2 plus 6 is 8. 3 plus 4 is 7. And then 14 is 14. Okay. I will erase everything so that you won't get confused. All right. So then the solution, the initial basic feasible solution, IBF, sorry. So what you will have here, this is 14. So IBF, okay, now the total cost will be, okay, what you will do is based on this 5 times 2. So 5 times 2 plus 3 times 2. So 3 times 2 plus 3 times 6. So 3 times 6 plus 4 times 3. 4 times 3 plus 7 times 4. 7 times 4 plus 2 times 14. 2 times 14 plus, oh, that's all. Okay, where this is equal to RM 102. 5 plus 2, 6, 3, 4, 3. All right. So this is the answer for the initial basic feasible solution, which is the total cost that we want in this case. Okay. So next example. Example, sorry, not this one. Example 4.2. Okay. For example 4.2, we have this, sorry. We have this transportation cost in RM. We have retail shop, where retail shop is the destination. And then we have plants, where the plant is actually the source. And then we have demand and supply. Okay, so now we want to, in this question, we want to use the northwest corner method to find an initial basic feasible solution to the transportation problem. So what we will do is just the same as what we have done in previous example. Okay? So first of all, you need to check the total demands, where in this case, the total demand is 20 plus 20 plus 50 plus 60, which is 150. So we have, sorry, so 150 for total demand. And for the supply, we also have 150. Okay. Since total demand equals to total supply, then it means that we have balanced transportation problem. Okay, since we have balanced transportation problem, then we can proceed with the northwest corner method. So what we will do next is we will look at the northwest cell, the northwest corner cell, which is in this case is this one. So what we have to do next is we have to compare the values from the supply from this row and the value of the demand from this column. Okay, it based on this value, where this value is located in the first row and in the first column. So we need to compare supply from the first row and demand from the first column. So if you look here, 50 and 20, 20 is less than 50, therefore we will allocate 20 to the first cell. Okay, so here we have 20. Okay, so 20 minus 20 is 0, 50 minus 20 is 30. So because we have here in the first column, we already have the number of demand is 0, so we will cancel out the first column. So the remaining cells are these cells, and the northwest corner is this one. Okay. So based on this, then we will compare the value of the supply and the value of the demand from the first row and the second column, okay, which are this and this. So 20 and 50, 20 is less than 50, so we will allocate 20 to the northwest corner cell. So here we have 20. Okay. So 20 minus 20 is 0. And then 30 minus 20 is 10. Okay. So here we have, since the value of the demand is 0 in the second column, so we will cancel out the second column. This one. So the remaining cells now are this one. Okay. Only 6 cells left. So which one is the northwest corner? This one. Therefore, we will consider this particular cell as the northwest corner. And in this case, we have to compare the values from the first row and the value of demand from the value of supply from the first row, and we also need we need to compare the value of supply from the first row with the value of the demand from the third column. Okay, so the green one, we want to compare them. And in this case, 10 and 50, 10 is less than 50, so we will allocate 10. So 10 here. So we have here 10 minus 10 is 0. So here we have 0. And then we have here 50 minus 10 is 40. Therefore, we have here 40. And because in the first row, the number of supply we already have 0, so we need to cancel out the first row. Okay, so now the remaining cells are only this one. So among these 4 cells, the northwest corner is this one. Okay, so now what we have to do, we need to compare. We need to compare 75 and 40. Okay, 40 and 75. 40 is less than 75, so we will allocate 40 to the northwest corner. So here 40. So sorry, 40 here. So 40 minus 40 is 0. And then 75 minus 40 is 35. So, sorry, 35. Okay. And because the third column we already have 0, so we will cancel out the cells in the second, sorry, we already have 0 in the third column. Therefore we will cancel out the cells in the third column. So in this case, we will cancel out these two. Okay, now the remaining cells are this one. So among these two cells, the first one is located at the northwest corner. So we will allocate a value there. So what will be the value here? Sorry. Okay, we need to compare these two values, 35 and 60. 35 is less than 60, so we will allocate 35. 35 here. And 35 minus 35 is 0. So 0. And then 60 minus 35 is 25. So now we already have 0 for the second row. Therefore, we will cancel out cells in the second row. So this one will be cancelled out. Okay, so the remaining cell is only this one. So there are remainders here. We have 25 and 25. So we need to allocate 25 in the final cell. Okay, so here we will have 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. 25 minus 25 is 0. Okay. And the initial basic feasible solution, where we want to find the total demand, the total cost or total transportation cost, it is equals to 3 times 20 plus 5 times 20 plus 8 times 40 plus 2 times 35 plus 2 times 25. So 3 times 20 plus 5 times 20 plus 8 times 40 plus 2 times 35 plus 2 times 25. Where in this case we have oh, I missed one more. This one, sorry. 7 times 10. So we should have here 7 times 10 plus 8 times 40. And therefore the answer will be RM 670. All right. So that's all. Bye-bye.